Hey guys, I'm here to explain you about how to clear your interview even if you are not very good with your communication. Okay, I'm sure there are a lot of people who are not very good with their communication skills, and let me tell you that for especially for bank-related exams and for ICICI PO, Axis Bank PO, HDFC. And for all other banks, PO program and other programs, English communication is not very important skills because I think in my various other video I've explained that all the banks are having operations across the country, and in places which are rural or remote locations, while people need to know English, but they also need to speak in their local language, native language, and that's where you get a scope of hiring people who are not very great with English communication skills as well. But I'll just give you a few shortcuts how you can clear even if you're not very good with, because first they are not very much stressing, and if you are also getting able to manage it fairly, you'll be able to clear it. Okay, so let me tell you what is the trick. Okay, what you have to do is see, there are some standard questions that you can definitely say that they will ask. Cool. So prepare for those in English, and what you have to do is you have to prepare in such a way that while you're speaking, they should feel confident about that. Yes, this guy is good with communication, so they don't judge you any further on your communication. Like, I'm trying to explain you how the psychology of a interview will work. So say for example, when you start with your introduction, okay, I'm sure introduction is required for every candidate, so you should prepare your introduction in so structured format, in such a clarity that you deliver your introduction, that by listening to the introduction only, the interviewer should think that, hey, this guy is good with communication, and they will no more be focused about how is your communication. Then what is next? Then next they will ask some random questions which you might not be able to prepare. On those, you go ahead with your Hindi language or with your native languages. Okay, I'll give you some examples. Like, say for example, they said, hey, अगर मैं आपको कोई रिमोट लोकेशंस में पोस्टिंग दे दूँ, तो आप क्या करोगे? So maybe you are not prepared, or say for example, if they have given you kind of a situational questions, like say for example, your family is already doing well off, why do you want to still work with bank, etc., where there is hard work. So these are maybe a few questions that you might not be prepared of. Answer those in your native or local language. But definitely there will be questions related to why do you want to come to banking. Definitely there will be questions related to what do you know about ICICI Bank, or what are your strengths, weaknesses. So my suggestion is that for these standard questions, okay, create very nice answers, very clear, crisp, and practice a lot for that, so that when you are answering that question, people don't doubt that your communication is not great. You should be that fluent, you should be that clear. Okay, so and that can happen with practice. You don't need to know very well the language. Okay, so if you practice say 100 times of say 5 questions, and out of those 5, 3 also comes, and if you deliver confidently, then obviously the interviewer will stop judging you that, hey, this guy is having communication and he's clear with. So even if the person is speaking Hindi or any other language, they will, and if they know the language, then they will definitely continue with the discussion, and they'll not think about your communication skills further. So I'm saying your introduction is pretty important. Okay, prepare in such a way that you give very strongly, and they think that communication is good. Let's ask other questions, and when they're asking about any standard questions in between. So say for example, one answer you gave in English, which is introduction, and then they asked you 1 or 2 questions which are not that you prepared, so you answered in Hindi or any other language. And say after 3 questions, again 4th or 5th question, again they ask something that you are prepared. So say for example, why banking, or what do you know about ICICI Bank? Again you gave in English 1 or 2, and then again they go to some questions which you are not aware of. You can again switch back to your local language or any language that you are very comfortable, so that you can confidently answer those questions. And you need to be very confident that you are answering, because see, for example, you already have one drawback, that your communication skills are not good, right? So at least when you're giving the answers, try to give unique answers, not something which is read from internet, something which is very standard, that hey, it's my dream job, that's why I want to work in bank, and all those things are pretty old school. Okay, so give and I would say tell the truth. That will help you to create a lot of impact, right impression in the interviewer. In my few of the previous videos, I have added a lot of interesting way of answering questions. I would recommend that go ahead and check. There's one for ICICI PO and there's one for standard interviews as well. You guys should go and check. I'm sure it'll help. And I'm confident that people who are not even very good with their language skills, they can definitely be able to clear this interview. I'm telling you guys, because this is a good chance, guys, because the scope is there even for people who are not having very good language skills. All the best, guys. Please try it.